it, baby. This a bad bitch roll call. She know she the shit, can't deal with you cause your roll small. Big extended clips, don't act about shit, we ain't told y'all.
Do extra. So, I'm about to tell y'all what happened. So, I was chilling in Austintown. I left at like 7:30. Like 7:30, 7:15. So, my cuz came and picked me up from Austintown, took me to his house. He said, "You wanna ride home?" I said, "Nah, I'm cool, I'm gonna ride the dirt bike." So, I always ride the dirt bike, do that at night. Like, I always ride it. I never ever take no other way but that way. So I was riding, and I took the long way to my house because I hate going home. Always hate going home. So I'm chilling. I'm riding. Like, this the last thing I remember, like, felt. I got hit from the side, and then I blanked out. So once I finally woke up, they had me on this breathing tube and stuff. Like, it was one right here. There was one right here. Oh, you can't even see that shit. It was one right here, and then another one. So I woke up. I couldn't talk or nothing. I couldn't even drink water. So I woke up thinking, like, they gave me a pen and paper. I'm like, am I gonna die? They said no. So I was cool after that. I didn't care about nothing else as long as I wasn't gonna die. But I didn't realize I lost my leg until my mom said that you got into an accident. She said, "What was you doing riding a dirt bike at night?" And then I said, "I don't know." So they said I was trying to move, like, when I got hit. Like, after I got hit, they said in the grass I was trying to get up. They said I was responding back, but I don't remember that. So once I finally got to moving and stuff, I couldn't talk proper. Like, I was talking like this. So I was like moving real slow at that. So I woke up. I couldn't eat. They had me in tubes. I kept ripping them out because it was hurting my nose. And then they had like this thing in my head. I'm gonna show y'all pictures of everything. They had this thing in my head. Like, I don't think you can still see it. Yeah, you can see a little bit. You can still see it. They had this nail in my head to see if I was brain damaged. They said I had a 70% chance of dying and an 80% chance of having brain damage. So after that, after I heard that, I was just glad. Like, my dad told me to take the leg. They didn't care about it. Like, my leg was halfway. Like, they kept it halfway. So they did like 3 surgeries. They had to clean my leg. They had to do a lot to it. So then they put this suction thing on it to, like, take all the bad blood out, like all the dirt and everything. So I woke up feeling horrible. They had me on pills that I never even known of. They had me feeling like I was off the molly, like dead ass, like off everything. So I woke up and thank for everybody that was helping. Thanks for everybody that put stuff down at the park. I woke up with so many messages. Like, they would have never thought it was me that got lose a leg and get hit by a car. Like, I've been in accidents before, but it wasn't like bad like this. So I wasn't tripping. Like, you don't know when you're gonna die. So I woke up and they said I was asleep for 5 days. So I ain't know. I got skinny. I lost all my weight. I lost like 27 pounds. And then after a couple days, like, once I got used to it, I finally started texting everybody back. There was so many people. My best friend, my twins, my family, everybody. Like, people that didn't know me were still texting me. Like, some people I didn't know, I was appreciating them. Like, yeah, you checking up on me every day. Like, family I never even talked to was doing stuff for me that most family that I talked to do for me. Like, I was happy once I seen everybody down at the park and all the posts on Facebook, Snapchat. Like, yeah, this shit still hurt, but I mean, you never know when you're gonna die, so don't take shit for granted. Cause if I'd have died, I would never knew I was dead. I would have just been dead. So once they told me They said I could keep half of my leg or take it off, but they said if I keep it, they don't know how it's gonna repair. But if it don't repair right, like everything in my knee was broke. Like I couldn't bend it or nothing. So they said keep the leg or take it. They said I could take it. They said they could take it and nothing be wrong with me after that. They said we could keep it and then a year to recover. So it would have been a year before I could walk, play basketball, any of that. That's what really fucked me up. Basketball. Like once I finally woke up, I cried a couple nights, but that's gonna come with this. So basketball, that's what really messed me up. Once they said you still gonna be able to play basketball, but it's not gonna be like your dreams. You wanted to go to the NBA or anything like college. I'm gonna have to go to a community college. I wasn't worried about that, but college I still wanted to go play basketball. So it wasn't like you could go play basketball now. If I'd have kept my knee, I'd have been able to bend it and everything. So I was like, I ain't tripping. It is what it is now. Like you can't complain when you know something gonna happen. Like if you a gang member, you can't complain when you get shot, because that's the life that you live in. I can't complain because I was the one that was on the dirt bike and I got hit. Like it ain't like I hit anybody. It was I got hit, and it wasn't how I thought it was gonna be. Once I woke up, they said I was gonna have to take it. Like I was laying in the bed with still my leg, but the people that pushed me through this is the ones that I respect the most, because most people will leave after a friend or something lose a leg. Like people will disrespect you, everything. That's what's gonna come with this. Like I ain't worried about people talking about me. It's just the fact that it was me that it happened to. Like everybody else riding more reckless than me, but after this I went through therapy. They said I was gonna be in there 2.5 months, but one specific person, two, my mom and my best friend, they pushed me through it the most. Like I was in the hospital, they had me, like I couldn't use my left arm because my wrist, my pinky, my pointer finger was broke. They had to replace some ligaments in here. All 8 of my ribs was broke. What else happened? They took my spleen out because they couldn't find I was bleeding at Trumbull. They couldn't find out I was bleeding, so they took it out. They put so many bags of blood in me at Trumbull to get me on the helicopter to Akron. So once I got there, they was telling me like, you can die or you can live. And my dad said live, because y'all know he can't talk right now. So he said live. So it wasn't nothing else to it. Like after they said I was gonna live, I was cool. Like this leg, I still got on my friends. If anybody left, I don't need them. Like you left because I lost something, and it wasn't my fault. I say if it was my fault, and y'all all just blaming it on me, but no, it was somebody else's fault. But they put him in jail, but then they let him out. So I was like, that's kind of weird. You should keep him in jail, but I mean, that's how it is. Even with anybody, you gonna get out of jail, then you gonna have to go back. So, like, it's just weird to me now. Like this another story. This how people look at me now. Like it ain't nothing wrong with me or nothing. Like still do everything I want to, but I just gotta be more careful, because if I get sick, I'm getting sicker than a usual person. So I be at parks and stuff. Like we went to a water park. Like kids just look at me different now. Like everybody, like you could look at me, but people respect me more because they see like I want to do things. Like everybody tell me like you strong. But the thing is, you gotta look at it behind the picture. Like what do we go through? What happens with everything? I gotta take like 12 pills a day. Like it ain't nothing like I can do to fix it, but I got like a year to take these pills, and then so in fact I skipped a lot of things, but it's cool though. So Like, I went through therapy. They said 2.5 months. I was only in there a month. I beat the 2.5 months. I went to therapy easy. We had a meeting. They let me go. They just came in the room. He said, you ready to go home? I said, yeah, I'm ready to go home. He said, well, you're leaving Wednesday. It was Monday that day. I stayed another day, and then it was Wednesday that came. I'm thinking in my head, like, yes, I'm finna get out of here. But I slept so much, and I sweat so much now, because the pills that they have me on, once my room not cold enough, it make me sweat bad, and it feel like my body just get hot, and I can't take it. So after that, once they said I came home, they threw a congratulations party once I first got home. Then that Friday we had a party. Everybody showed up. Like, it was so many people. I'm thankful for everybody that came, everybody that helped me. Like, people that I wanted to come up to the hospital didn't come, and people that I didn't know was gonna come up to the hospital came. Like it's people that, like, we cool, but like I don't think they gonna ever come up to the hospital. They came up to the hospital chilling. I had a blood clot. They had to put me on this shot. I had so many shots. I was running through IVs, everything. Like, I got pictures, I got videos. Like, I'm gonna show y'all the pictures. Like, it's gonna be some at the end, or I'm gonna put some in the beginning. Like, I still gotta make my intro and stuff, and my thingy, but it's a lot. Like, I got my prosthetic yesterday, and I go to therapy for that, I think next Wednesday. But it's still a lot I gotta learn with it. It's like, I gotta get used to it. It's not the same as how everybody think it is. It's just, you gotta adapt to some things. Like, if you wanna do what you wanna do, you gotta learn how to do it again. Like, I couldn't even hop like how people hop on one leg. I had to learn how to do that again. I had staples in my leg for like 2-3 months. I had staples in my belly. I had a staple in my head. It was just a lot I went through at that time. So, I mean, it ain't nothing that I can change. I would like to change it, but I wouldn't be where I am today without that. Like, don't ever, like, once I first got home, I used to talk crazy to my mom, but I was thinking like she was the only one that was there through it all. So don't ever disrespect nobody that's there for you through it all. Like, it was so much that she did for me. Food, I had money. I'm gonna say this to one person, well, like 4 people: Jasmine, Stank, Zai, and Jasmine. They all set up that thing for me at the park in heaven. They all set up that thing for me at the park. I ain't know. Like, it's people that I never ever talked to texting me like, you strong. I post pictures. Everybody congratulating me like, oh, you made it. Like, it's this one picture I'm gonna show y'all that you're gonna be like, oh, I would never think he would bounce back like that. Everybody in the hospital telling me like, you is one strong kid. Like, ain't nobody else ever coming to the hospital like me. They said came in there, act funny, we clown, like everything. Like, this so much that everybody want me to talk about, tell them about. Like, here y'all go, this everything. Like, it's not that I don't want the life that I had back, but if you break your leg in basketball, you gonna go back to basketball because that's what you like to do. I lost a leg. I'm still gonna go back to riding dirt bikes, but the right way. I'm gonna go to a track or something. I'm not gonna ride on the street. I rode into the street. Like, my dad didn't see that dude, but I get paid for that. So if he would've did anything, I would've never got my money. It's so much money that I can get from that. Like, I had like $10,000. They raised me $3. They raised me $3 at the park. $5,000 on my GoFundMe. I got $2,000 from my dad. I got money once I got home. I got like $200 since I've been home. So, I mean, it ain't really nothing. Like, people gonna talk bad on me, but they don't know that the things that I got, they can't have. Like, my leg is $50,000. Like, you ain't gonna be able to talk like oh, this is just the life that you live in. You can't do nothing else about it. Okay, but it's cool because I'm still gonna bounce back like I never bounced back before. So it's really ain't nothing that I can do about it now. So this what I'm gonna talk about now. If they give him, it's 2 to 8 years for what he did, but he was off pills and something else. He tried to run away, so that's 2 charges right there already. He had pills, and they said he was already trying to kill himself. So I mean, you don't hit nobody in a fucking car. And then he said I hit him. Like, who gonna hit somebody on a dirt bike in a car? You gonna fall off anyway. So I mean, it wasn't really nothing that I could do after that. So once I got home, I was just chilling. I was just thinking, like, I was like, the way this had me, like, I was so fucked up. Like, my face was skinny. I'm finally back to my normal weight, I think. So it's just, you gotta adapt to stuff that how it is. Like, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over because it's gonna happen again. So I mean, but I mean, I'm proud because you make the best out of it, of what it is. So I mean, you really can't ever in life not keep doing what you want to do, because that's gonna bring you down. Like, everybody, like, I still get text messages, Mar, you gonna have your bad days, you gonna have your good days. And I be seeing people, like, I promise you, I never seen nobody with prosthetics before this. Like, I seen them on YouTube, TikTok, everything. So once I seen, we was at Walmart. The third day I got home, I'm going to Walmart. It's some dude that Joquan almost hit in a wheelchair. I look at him, he like, hey. I'm like, man, I ain't never seen nobody with a prosthetic. And I'm seeing everybody messed up now. One arm. And since I've been home, it's been like 15 wrecks. And everybody died from it. Like, people on four-wheelers, dirt bikes, hit wheelies, falling, breaking legs, looking worse than I was. Well, you can't look worse than I was. I was off of that. I mean, you can't never in life ever bring yourself down for something that happened that you didn't make happen. Like, I was cool with it once I finally, like, got up, got to moving. Like, I was in the bed so long that I didn't even know how to walk. Like, with my leg now, I can move everything, but I just gotta get used to it. I got therapy 12 weeks, 2 times every week. So I mean, it's really, I just gotta adapt to it now. It ain't nothing to it after this. It's only up from here. Like, I can get anything I want. I could get any car I want. I'm just not gonna blow my money. I wanna start a shoe store. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be up after this. Like, it ain't nothing else that I can do to make this better but do what I want or start something that's gonna make me more money. Like, everybody love me now, but everybody gonna love me more. Like, it ain't nothing that I can't do. I can probably do more stuff that you can do, but better than you. Like, I'm not being cocky or nothing. It's just people say I changed, but I ain't changed. It's just once you realize stuff happened, you gotta realize you could have lost your life, and you would have never got the chance to flex or do this. And people die over flexing, but I know if I die, God gave me a second chance, so it's gonna happen. I'm gonna die one day, so I ain't want to die young. So I mean, it wasn't really nothing to it. So it's just family is the only thing that helped me through this. Friends, anything. Like, it's just so much. Like, I get to go anywhere I want. People invite me to it. Like, people ain't never invite me to nothing. Oh, come on, you come. Like, it's just a big process to everything. Like, you can't ever in life doubt yourself. If you lose a hand, you can still get a prosthetic hand, right? It's not gonna be the same, but you're still gonna be able to do what you wanted. Like, don't ever in life doubt yourself. I promise you, it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. Just push yourself to do anything that you want. Like, this was the worst thing that happened in my family. Like, I'm probably the worst person in my family right now, like, that can happen. Like, okay, I got into 3 accidents within Not even a year. 3 accidents. Car accident with a cop. Scooter accident. Then this accident. Like, I don't know what it was. They said I hit the car, bounced on it, then he ran me over again. So I mean, it wasn't nothing to it. And then it wasn't even my dirt bike I was on. It was somebody else's dirt bike. So I mean, I be trying to give people back stuff that I owed them, but they don't take it because they know it's not my fault for what I did. So I mean, it's just God bless me with a second chance. Don't ever take that for granted.
Get it, baby. This a bad bitch roll call. She know she the shit, can't deal with you.